So you also were a big part of educating Southwest Florida for a long time on Wink TV, and you have a segment or had a segment on there, which may be coming back when they put their new studio
Yes.
in. And what did that involve, and what did you do, and what was that about? Because you were big in teaching people, I think, what was happening. And it was I always liked it because it gave me a perspective. It helped me understand what was going on in the world in a way, because you explained it in layman's terms, to me anyways.
I guess it was about 10 years ago when I became the financial correspondent for Wink News. And that was great. So they would call me up and say, listen, something happened in the financial world. And that turned into one day them approaching me that they have a concept that they want to have a weekly show. A live show called Money Monday. I did that for probably 7 or 8 years, every Monday live in the morning. There are discussions, we'll see what happens, about maybe starting Money Monday over again. But regardless, it was actually a lot of fun to do. I love education. I've taught classes at Florida Gulf Coast University on topics in my field as well. I just enjoy doing that. I like educating people on their finances, on what they could do to make their lives better, and do the things that they want to accomplish when they retire and just throughout their lives in general.
Yeah, you had shared with me a little bit about, without going into the business side of it, but just your philosophy about the whole picture of somebody, not just a slice. You talked to me about when I was asking you for some advice or for some input, and you shared with me your view, or I guess philosophy on, we're looking at your life as a whole, not just one little segment of it in terms of well-being, but financial well-being, I guess maybe is what.
Well, absolutely. You mentioned you started out with the word confidence, right? That was a big thing here, and optimism. How do you feel that way when it comes to your finances, right? So what I try to do is I focus on the whole picture rather than just a little sleeve, because we all have different dreams and goals of what we want to achieve in our lives, through our lives, even when we're starting out young, getting married, having a wedding. It's not a cheap thing, right? Having a wedding, having children, certainly you and I both know, not cheap, right? So you need money for these type of things. But down the road, when we start getting older, we start thinking about, retirement, and what does that look like? And some people, retirement is just sitting on the beach and having a Corona and watching the sunset, right? For others, it's maybe volunteering through retirement. That's become a really big thing, a charity that's near and dear to your heart.